my name is Jack Parr, and I'm here with a very special guest tonight.
And his name is John C.
Who's that?
Hey, cut it! Cut it!
Actually, it's John Steinbeck.
So, tell us, what inspired you to become such a great writer?
Well, I had many inspirations for becoming a writer, but the biggest was my mother. You know, you learn from the best, and she did used to be a teacher after all. Another inspiration was a book that I read called Thomas Mallory's Le Morte d'Arthur. It's an amazing book, and I was at a loss for words after I finished reading it.
So tell me, what did you do before you became an author?
Well, I went to Stanford University, and eventually I dropped out, and I moved to New York.
Yeah, John, let's go.
I worked there temporarily as a construction worker and as a newspaper reporter.
Were there any family issues that arose during college?
Well, my father lost his job, but thankfully we were able to get back on our feet.
Tell us about one of your greatest achievements.
Well, in 1932, John Cape and Robert Ballou Incorporated accepted my manuscript, The Pastures of Heaven.
Alright, so what books have you written up until now?
The Red Pony was published in 1932, and I wrote it after a pony that I was given when I was little, named Jill. There's The Cup of Gold, To a God Unknown, The Dubois Battle, Of Mice and Men, and The Grapes of Wrath.
Out of those, which one is your favorite?
Well, first I was working on a script for a play, which was not exactly a success, but a few months later, Of Mice and Men hit Broadway, and I always said that book was a little study of humility, and that has always been my favorite book since then.
You consider your most successful book?
Well, I've just finished writing a book called The Grapes of Wrath. The book is about a man named Tom Joad on the road to California in search for new jobs.
And what inspired you to write this book?
Growing up in California, economic struggle was a part of everyday life, and people would have to move from place to place in search for new jobs, and the purpose of The Grapes of Wrath was to bring attention to this, in the sense that something should be done.
And can you tell me a little bit more about your favorite book, Of Mice and Men?
Of Mice and Men is a story about two men named Lenny and George off on a trip to find a job and make a new living. But it is difficult for them because they are both broke, and with Lenny having a mental disability, now everyone is open to them to finding a new job.
That many of your books are about economical situations. Why is that?
Well, I mentioned how my father lost his job, which is a big factor in how we would have to pull out and try to get back on our feet. It was honestly a very rough experience for our family. Part of the reason I also wrote about economic struggle is to bring attention to the subject and hope that the problem will be fixed in the future.
Very interesting. And I agree that pulling out of economic struggle is quite hard to do.
Indeed.
Alright, sorry folks, but that's all the time we have. This is Jack Parr.
And John Steinbeck.
Oh my god, again?
Go.
Get out!
What?
Out! Well, hey, anyways, this has been Jack Parr.
And John Steinbeck.
And I'll catch you all next time, folks.